So you grew up in the South, though, right? Where are you from?
I'm from Arkansas. I grew up mostly in Conway and Little in Little Rock, Little in Hot Springs. So basically all of central Arkansas is my stomping ground.
And I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, but we would drive kind of down to the boot hill of Missouri, like Kennett, Missouri, and things like that. I was so impressed by something that I read about you last night, which is at a young age, when you're in college, you wrote a song that Alan Jackson made famous. That's pretty exciting. I mean, like, you don't just like wake up one day and be like, oh, I'm going to write this song and then have success at that.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I remember the moment when I kind of figured out that songwriters were a thing, and I became obsessed with like Matraca Berg and Gretchen Peters. And I started writing in elementary school. Weirdly enough, when my music teacher would let me get up and do my songs in front of the class. And so shout out to Miss Langford. And, that song, I wrote it with another Arkansan back when I was on Christmas break when I was 19. And I was lucky enough to hook up with a great publisher. And he pitched it around, and it was on hold for a couple of different artists. But then Alan's the one was like, no, this is mine.
Yeah, exactly. he wanted it. Yeah. And I got to watch the music video in my room last night, and I was like, wow, this is really, really good. And sadly, I had also read that the melody, you had lost someone's close to you in a car accident.
Yeah, I lost one of my friends in high school the weekend after we graduated. And he was just one of the best guys you could hope to know. So it's bittersweet, but it makes me smile a little bit that because of him, there was inspiration for something beautiful in the world.
It still has a life, and it goes on and on. You wrote some songs that you performed last night. What do you feel about being here on the Country Music Cruise?
Oh, I love it. This is my third time, and I just absolutely love it. It's like Fanfare on the Water, which I guess is CMA Fest now, but also show my age. But I love it. I love the music they play. The people are great. And I usually get to see a ton of live music, which I don't always get to see when I'm touring a bunch.
That makes sense, right?
So
you're on stage at the same time the shows are on stage. So
yeah, Patty Loveless actually sang harmony on the Allen cut, and I had never gotten to meet her before the last time I was on the ship she was playing. So I met her there and got to see her and Ricky Skaggs and a bunch of other folks. I haven't gotten to see too much this time yet, but it's only the second day.
Okay, yeah. So the only day too that we're sitting here visiting. When you write a great song, though, now, when do you decide that you want to keep it for yourself? And when do you decide, maybe my friend might want to record it?
I think a great song is just a great song. And so, just because somebody else cuts it doesn't mean I can't, and vice versa. And I love it. Like I love Willie Nelson and Patsy Cline's version of Crazy equally.
Oh, I do too.
So
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you just put your
own song could live however many times it wants to live. When you go to bed at night, what are you singing in your head?
Well, different things every day. Right now, I've had Eddie Raven's Who Needs You? I've got Mexico stuck in my head since we set sail.
Through it all, nothing's really changed. No matter what, and honey, that's a shame.
It's pretty funny. And you had talked to me about my boots, your boots. Did you always grow up wearing, I would say not the costume, but like the vibe of country?
Yeah, I always loved boots. I mean, for one thing, you don't have to tie them up, so there's that.
Yeah, that's good.
But it was always my thing. I mean, I have pictures of me just as a little girl running around in boots and button-up shirts and all that good stuff. I fell in love with country music so early. And, I'm from a small town, but we still had all the cool stuff, like rodeos. And, I took horseback riding for a while and was trying to barrel race, but I was not very good at it. So. But I kept the boots.
It's all about the boots. I wanted to ask you also, Erin, what are your intentions for your career now? Because you had an early amount of success as a songwriter. Now you're doing the solo thing. And you're doing really well at it. Where do you want it to go?
I would love, this is pretty lofty, I guess, but I'd love to be, like Chris Christopherson, Guy Clark, Nancy Griffith, Lucinda Williams, folks like that they have their own thing that they get to do and just love exactly how they want to do their music, but then also other people get inspired by their songs and like, hey, I want to do that too.
I want to grow up and I want to be Erin, right?
Yeah. Or just cut one of my songs. You don't have to be me.
That's true. Be inspired by it. Will you be dancing? I heard that there might be like some event tonight, some like ball.
Oh, well,
I'm two-step.
I did see that on the schedule. I am a terrible dancer. That's why I play guitar.
Okay. Maybe I could teach you. So like two-step in here. Put your boots down for a second. All right. So two-step in. It's almost like this. You go shuffle, shuffle, and then shuffle, shuffle, and then shuffle, shuffle. Or you can just stay in place and pretend like you're playing your guitar and just like, just
Go
not
with
play.
it.
Go with it. Exactly. It's pretty much the same. Like if you got rhythm playing guitar in your head, you could like air dance. You know how people air guitar? You could air dance in a way.
Dance, I like it.
Yeah. It's a new thing that we just invented here. And like chai, you just had, what did you get? A chai tea latte.
Yeah.
That's my favorite too, but you got it with soy milk. So the food here on the cruise is scrumptious.
Oh yeah, they've got everything you could ever want here.
I know this is my first cruise.
It's kind of dangerous, maybe.
A little dangerous. 24/7, anything you want, just about. And the staff is really nice. I'm most happy about the fact that people are out able to celebrate again.
Yeah.
And what are you finding in terms of like, your fans and things that are coming up to you?
They're hungry for music and just to have a good time, and it's really cool. I've had a couple of fans come up to me and be like, "Oh, I saw you on the ship before," or fans that fans of mine in other states have told their friends that are coming on this cruise, "Hey, you need to go check this girl out," which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
I saw you trying some of your material. You had like a practice show I saw on your Facebook page, and that went over really well too for you.
yes, I've been doing Facebook Live a lot now. I mean, I used to do it just once in a while for fun, but over the last 2 years, I've started doing it pretty regular, and it's a cool way to keep up with fans that you can't be everywhere at once.
True.
So
But through social media, you can kind of like have those touching points. It was a joy to visit with you. Is there anything special that you want to share? Any tour information coming up or anything that's on your heart right now?
yeah, you can check out all my tour dates on my website, or if you use Bands in Town. And man, I'm looking forward to playing a bunch of shows this year. There's a lot of stuff going on in 2020 that was awesome. Still, I got to be put in an exhibit in the Hall of Fame. Elton John interviewed me. Met Roseanne Cash. So if that much amazing stuff can happen when you can't do anything, I'm very excited to see what the next year is going to hold.
That's one name that I haven't got to interview yet, Elton John. And I was like, Erin, wait, let me just rub elbows with you. So maybe it'll bring me some good luck. I won't be at the casino playing tonight. It's more or less good luck when you're trying to get close to somebody you've always wanted to meet as well. So yeah, you've had a great life. It's going to continue to go well. I can just tell. And like I said the other night, I was listening to you. And what was so beautiful about you is that you do connect really one-on-one with your audience. The stories that you tell are so relatable. Like people have actually like kind of lived in those same shoes. And I think your song gives them that uplifting hope.
Yeah. Well, that's probably the best compliment I could get. And I think, you focus on each fan, and they're all important. And, I'm a huge fan of a lot of singers and artists. And so I know that I've enjoyed certain kind of experiences, and I try to give that to other folks that might connect with my songs. But I got some great advice from Jamie Johnson, who co-produced 2 of my records. And he said that, Willie Nelson told him when he was starting out, just play for as many people as you can, because no one can take that away. If you get to meet someone, if you get to play them their song and you connect with them that way, that's something nobody can ever take away from you.
Absolutely right. And who did you play with last night? You had 2 team members.
Yeah, I played with Aaron Smith. We're keeping the Aarons right. And and Adam Chafin, who is also an amazing artist in his own right.
And I appreciate you for introducing them to me last night, too. It was nice to meet them. So stay tuned. You can follow her on all of her social media. And we just had a really good time. And now, since you already got your beverage, I'm going to go get a beverage because their beverages are here and they're meant for us to share.
Right at your fingertips.
Yeah. One for us, one for you. And hey, wherever you are, shop for cool boots. Where's your boot, Erin? There you go. Bye.
His boots weren't in the kitchen, and his horse